Say hello to the bad guy, Scott Hall, and I've got a scoop for you. And we all know there's a lot of podcasts out there, and I encourage you to check out this one. It's called Going In Raw. You heard it here first. Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
Welcome back to Going In Raw News Brief. Our Raw review is live now, so check that out. But we're going to try to keep this news brief. What's in the news?
A few weeks back, Russell Votes inferred on Twitter. Well, they straight up said there's more suspensions coming for wellness policy violations. They inferred that Samoa Joe is going to be amongst those suspended.
They posted a picture of him.
And replied to their tweet about suspensions forthcoming.
This is on February 3rd.
Yeah, it was earlier this month.
Yeah.
And then that report was seemingly shot down like all over the place.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp said his sources vehemently denied that was the case.
Yes. And then Russell Votes more or less retracted, said, yeah, source got it wrong. Don't want that to happen, obviously.
Yeah.
More or less retracted his report. Well, now 2 concussions for Samoa Joe later. WWE announced today that Samoa Joe has, in fact, been suspended due to his first violation of the company's talent wellness policy. Pro Wrestling Sheet, of course, reported, I think last week, that Joe, his most latest head injury, one could assume a concussion, was going to keep him out a protracted period of time.
Yeah.
Now suspension. Where does this leave Joe? It's like every time he's been in the midst of something, from a storyline perspective, seemingly something has happened.
Yeah. Kind of makes you wonder if that's maybe kind of one of the reasons that he hasn't been booked. It's funny because I always view Samoa Joe as a threat because just the way he carries himself, his history, et cetera, et cetera. But if you actually look at his track record on main roster, it's not terribly great.
No.
So I don't know, man. Hopefully, whatever this is, and WWE, they don't tell us what the actual violation entailed. From what we understand, if it was simply like, there was weed in his system, that's usually just a fine. Not a suspension. But then the suspension stuff is also weird sometimes because it could be like you missed a test, or you didn't file the paperwork properly. There's a whole gamut of reasons.
Yeah, if either of those things happen, it's like an automatic. Because the assumption is that you're trying to trick the system or something like that by, doing something incorrectly.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer. We both love Samoa Joe.
He's
great deal.
Yeah.
One of our faves. So I don't know if he wants to keep wrestling. Maybe NXT is just a better place for him to be.
That could be. I don't know.
Or All Elite Wrestling. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I don't know how much time he has left on his contract. So this goes into, it was effective yesterday, the 24th.
Correct.
According to WWE.
Yeah.
Which, of course, March 24th.
Leaves about a week and change before Mania.
Yeah, so I don't know, hopefully it'll be at least in the Battle Royal.
Maybe.
But it doesn't seem, I don't know where it was going anyways. Maybe it could have been Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins and Buddy for those tag championships. I don't know. I still feel like War Raiders, Street Profits, and AOP probably need to get their hands on those tag championships.
It seems more like it's going to be Owens, Seth, mano y mano at Mania.
To be honest with you, that's kind of what I wanted in the first place. I don't know. With Joe, I don't know. This is his first one in the company?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. I don't know. If he is having problems like with concussions or whatever, put him on commentary. If he can wrestle, let him go out there and wrestle because he's great.
He is great. One of the best.
Yeah.
Someone else dealing with injury, maybe. Rusev, Machka.
Yeah, so after Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer himself, reported that Rusev and the WWE were in the midst of contract negotiations, the Bulgarian Brute has been pulled from the Tuwake Trophy Gauntlet match.
At Crown Royal.
That's that thing that AJ Styles is going to win.
Yeah.
Now, PW Insider is reporting that WWE star Rusev was not at last night's Raw in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and is no longer scheduled to travel to Saudi Arabia for this Thursday's WWE Super Showdown Crown Royal in Riyadh. The word making the rounds is that Rusev is citing a back issue leading to his replacement. I believe that Meltzer also mentioned, maybe on radio, I forget, I don't know, that this sort of took WWE by surprise. Rusev basically pulled himself out, said, no, my back, my back hurts, my back and my neck. And then, was it Rey Mysterio?
Has replaced him in that match. Yeah, Meltzer noted as well that while Rusev, he can still appear at WWE events because apparently he has plenty of time on his current deal.
Yeah.
So imagine WWE's in the process. And we've heard that with like the Revival, the OC. When it, seemingly, there's a handful of examples. I think Randy was working without a deal for a little bit or something before he re-signed, right?
I don't know if he was ever working without one.
Or it came down to the last
minute.
It did,
yeah.
It's seeming like they're being really proactive in terms of re-signing talent.
Yeah.
Whose contracts may be up in the near future.
I don't know. I mean, plenty of time could mean any number of things.
I know.
That could mean 5 years if he just signed, or it could mean
like 30 days,
4 years, 3 years,
90 days,
30 days, 90 days,
90 years. Who knows?
90 years. Yeah. If he was really happy in WWE first.
I know. Lifetime contract.
That could mean any number of things.
WWE C-Corp. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nonetheless, interesting. Is this entry? Is this a negotiating tactic? Who knows?
Yeah, right. Rusev, sign this contract. Okay. Oh,
here, let me bend over. Oh, my back.
Buddy, my back hurts.
And then he's like, I need to get this. I need to get treatment. I'll see you in a couple weeks after Crown Royal.
My favorite recent Rusev story is when some fan took him to task, I think sarcastically on Instagram or on Twitter, but they referenced an Instagram post that Lana made.
Oh, yeah,
that was liked by Rusev.
Yeah.
And they said, Rusev, why are you killing the business? Rusev said something funny back. But I don't know. That's got to be kind of annoying also for him with this whole Lana thing, which has been dropped. Although, the fans are trying to bring it back because they were chanting Rusev Day.
It's amazing to me that Rusev, a guy who on several occasions has gotten himself over, and they don't do anything. Nothing. Like coming out of the story with Lashley, we heard prior to the contract negotiation story that creative just didn't have anything for him.
Yeah.
Here's a dude who regularly gets himself over with the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm not saying put a world title on him, but do something. Give that man opportunities. Because WWE is having a hard enough time building stars as it is, and you got a guy who seemingly just by being in the arena can get himself over.
Yeah, but okay, so to play devil's advocate, he was in a very high-profile storyline with Lana and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, and he was getting himself over.
Yeah, and then this stuff happens. Then he's off. Is that a fault of his own?
No, I'm not saying anything's a fault of his own. I'm saying WWE's dropping the ball.
All right, but he's got a back issue now.
Well, that's what he says, and that's new. What about,
no.
What about a month ago when he lost to Lashley like in short order, and he's been on TV like once since then.
Yeah,
and he got rolled up by Angel Garza.
Contract negotiations, dude.
Well, you're not really sweetening the pot for having him stay when you take him off TV, lose this feud that he should win.
Yeah, there should have been a big blow up for that one.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. It's just Ram 2 tag team. Yeah, that was weird.
So. Again, situation, Rusev several times got himself over, and they continually drop the ball with him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying he's a world title guy.
Yeah,
but if a guy can get himself over,
I still don't think he's ever surpassed Rusev on a tank.
Well, that's obviously his crowning achievement thus far. But Rusev Day is pretty popular still.
Yeah, Rusev
do
Day
something with it.
Yeah, all right.
At least put a mid card title. I mean, he's been a great U.S. champion twice.
All right. Fair enough.
Do something.
Yeah.
He's a talent that gets himself over.
Bad back, though. Oh.
For a company that can't build stars, people who get themselves over just by being there, you need to take advantage of that.
My back hurts, buddy. Maybe he'll be in the New Japan Cup. That's coming
great.
up in March.
Yeah, in about a week and a half.
Yeah.
So they released the bracket, so we're going to make our picks, our horribly ill-educated picks.
So this is the single elimination tournament as opposed to the G1, which is the round robin where you have a lot of matches. Single elimination taking place between March 4th and March 21st.
is the final.
So that's exciting.
So here we can take turns with
and this is for a title shot at Dominion?
Of your choosing, I believe.
Okay.
So we can do quadrants, and then we'll take turns. So I'll start with the upper left. So first match here is Togi Makabe versus Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb's winning that one. Next, Tomohiro Ishii versus Toa Henare. Ishii's winning that one. Yano versus Chase Owens. Yano's winning that one. Colt Cabana versus Bad Luck Fale. Fale's winning that one. So the next round you have Cobb versus Ishii. That should be a hell of a bout. Ishii's going over. And you got Yano versus Fale. Fale will probably go over. And then you get Ishii versus Fale. Fale goes over. Fale always does well in New Japan Cup. I don't know what it is. He always does well. So he's making
it's only single elimination. It's not as daunting.
So
he just doesn't like math.
Short of Yano taping Fale to the barricade and getting him tagged out or counted out, I have Fale advancing to the semis.
Well, it's got to be Fale or Ishii.
Yeah.
But nobody's coming. That's obviously the weakest.
Yeah.
That is by far the weakest quadrant there. Then we've got.
Do you dispute any of those picks that I made? Do you want to make your own?
Oh, I'm gonna take the next quadrant. You take that.
Oh
Quadrant,
no, we gotta
take
pick
that
them all,
quadrant.
dude. We gotta pick them all. Just at least pick who you think's gonna win that quadrant. If you don't want to do every match,
Who's gonna pick that? Who's gonna win that quadrant?
you said it was either Ishii or Fale.
Well, it is. It's one of three people. It's either Ishii, Fale, maybe Jeff Cobb.
I think it'd be great if it was Jeff Cobb. That'd be
Because
amazing.
I don't really know how they feel about Jeff Cobb.
I don't know either.
He's making a good case for himself. They don't seem opposed at all to featuring AEW guys.
Nope.
And I don't know. He's not really necessarily an AEW guy, but he's made a big splash in AEW over the past couple of weeks. I mean, if you say Fale's done good, I mean, I don't know. The obvious one is Ishii, but here's the thing. It's going to be something weird.
Yeah.
It's always something weird with New Japan. They always do stuff that's unexpected. That is a really weak quadrant, though. So
really
you
is.
go ahead with the next one, then.
Okay. Okada versus Jay White. Man, that was tough.
I have not seen. So, yeah, I've seen a little bit of Okada since he lost his titles. He's not Balloon Okada.
No, he's not.
But he seems a bit more chill.
Jay White, then. Jay White. Yuji Nagata versus Minoru Suzuki. Gotta go with greatest combat athlete of all time, Minoru Suzuki, in that one.
Well, this is a crap quadrant, too. Jay White's coming out of this total. He
is.
Whoever wins Okada versus Jay White is winning
coming
that
out of this,
quadrant.
I know. And you got Juice Robinson versus Alex Coughlin. Juice is winning that. David Finlay versus Tonga Loa. I guess Tonga Loa could hypothetically win that.
Yeah,
but I feel like they might do Finlay versus Juice. But yeah, Jay White, I feel like is winning that particular quadrant, advancing to the semifinals, probably taking on, it would be Juice Robinson in the quarterfinals. But Jay White's advancing out of that part of the bracket.
Yeah, I got Jay White coming out of that.
Next, on the upper right side, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Taichi.
I think it's going to be upset. Taichi wins it.
Really? You beat the Ace, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going with Ace because it sets up two great matches after this bout here. This is a first-round match. Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I love how wildly some of these first-round matchups are off.
So you got Kota and Tanahashi, the tag champions currently.
Right.
Potentially on a collision course for a singles match. However, I think we're going to avoid that for the time being. I think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to beat Kota Ibushi. We're going to get Sabre versus Tanahashi here.
You think Sabre's going to come out of that?
Yeah. Because they Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. challenged Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi for the tag titles.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna say that coming out of that is Sabre versus Tanahashi.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's what I said. And that's fine. You can pick that if you think it is. Mikey Nichols versus Sonata. Of course, Sonata's winning that one.
Here, everybody else can join in too.
Oh, there we
since
go.
we're just rattling off name after
And
name.
then we get an Ospreay Shingo Takagi rematch. And this one's tough to pick. But I'm going to say Takagi gets the win here, and then we get Sonata versus Shingo in the second round.
Yeah, that's a good story to tell.
So that we'll have Sonata versus I think Sonata will beat Takagi, and then say Tanahashi beats Zack Sabre. No, Zack Sabre Jr. beats Tanahashi. So quarterfinal bout, Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. They had a really fun match at New Beginning.
Sonata's winning this whole thing, man. Sonata's winning this entire thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Sonata might.
Because here's the thing. You can preview thematically with what you just said, Sonata versus Shingo in the second round.
And I think Kenta's going to win this other
LIJ versus LIJ.
Yeah.
Kenta's totally beating Carl Fredericks. That's
Yoshihashi will probably beat Tenzan. Kenta's totally going to beat Carl Fredericks. Evil will beat Kojima.
So Kenta will beat Yoshihashi.
Kenta.
Evil's going to beat Kojima.
This could be Kenta and Evil in the quarterfinals.
Evil versus Goto should be good because he's going to be the Tokyo Pimp. Yeah, I think Sonata is going to go through. That's going to be the story here. Is on that side, Sonata's going to go through all of LIJ to get to LIJ to get to Naito, and then he's going to lose at Dominion. Mm-hmm. On the other side, it's like who cares? Jay White and a bunch of chumps. Or Jay White or Okada.
I feel like
plus chumps.
The final is going to be Jay White and Sonata.
Jay White and Sonata.
Oh, sorry, they had the match at New Beginnings. Sonata had the match against Zack Sabre Jr.
Man, could you imagine the finals
Wrestle
of
Kingdom.
Okada, Sonata, and Sonata wins?
That'd be cool.
That could work.
Sonata already beat Okada during the G1 last year, I think. So.
Oh, okay.
So he's got that win over Okada.
All right, fair enough. Anyways.
If he hadn't, that'd be huge.
Yeah. I think Sonata Naito at Dominion.
Yeah.
This is coming from a guy who does not
No, I think
follow New
Japan.
Japan.
That's a sound pick because that's my pick too.
Okay.
And I don't really follow it much closer than you do, but I feel like that's just the story. That's
Seems
where it's
like
going.
it makes sense. Man, they got to pull the trigger somehow on Sonata, and now's the time. Otherwise, he's going to NXT Japan. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Go check out our Raw preview. Hit that like button.
Yes, please.
Let's get this one to like 500.
Yeah,
I said
that
this at
sounds
the
good.
end of an episode. So
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Next time, talk later.
Bye.